Hello, welcome to the Paper Snob. This is Tara. I'm going to be participating in a new to me hop called Mad About Mini Paper Pads. I will have any information that you need about the hop down below, including a list of the creators who are participating in the hop this month. We are going to be using mini paper pads to create layouts because I don't know about you all, I have quite a few mini paper pads and I feel like I don't actually dig into them enough and they're just kind of sitting there. It's just one of those things that doesn't get enough attention in my stash. So I pulled this paper pad, which ironically is probably one of my newest paper pads. I think this was a peachy cheap purchase, and the reason I purchased it was for zoo photos. Obviously, zoo photos. I mean, it's zoo paper. But I know that I don't have a whole lot of zoo photos to scrapbook. Thought I'd go ahead and use a few of these papers out of here for this photo of my granddaughter with Meme, who is my children's adopted grandmother. Everybody needs a Meme in their life. She is absolutely the best person on the planet, and she loves my kids and my husband and I as if we were her very own, and I think as far as she's concerned, we are her very own. And she's got lots of adopted kids on this planet, and we're just one of the few lucky ones that she loves so much. So I also pulled in some floral bits from Boho Sunshine, which are from a We Create kit that I purchased for to play with at Scrapbook Generations We Create Luxury Retreat that they host in September every year. So this is the leftovers from that. I purchased these flower bits from Color Vibe from Scrapbook Generation as well. I bought every color that they have because those are so much fun, and you can use those with just about any collection that you have. I do have the zoo ephemera for this, but when I picked it up to look at it, I decided to just hold off and use that for zoo layouts because it's mostly animals. And then I pulled this out of my December 2023 hip kit because I thought I could pull a title out and use it. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get started, and when I come back I will have this video sped up and you can watch me create. I'll be right back. So the first thing I did was I cut a piece of 8x8 white cardstock, and then I cut the 5 patterns that I chose into 1-inch strips so that I could build this background. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to sew hand stitch a little bit on camera. So what you see me doing here is I'm using my Omnigrid ruler to as a guide. I don't always use a ruler when I do this because simply it is far easier for me typically to do it without, but with these busy patterns I felt like I really needed the help. So I am not going to stitch every strip. I actually leave the floral one unstitched. I don't know if you are familiar with a back stitch, but what you do is you start with your second hole, go up through it, and then come back down through your first, then come back up through your third, and go back down through your second. And you do that over and over until you finish a row. I do knot my thread on the back here. I don't think it's a big deal because you can't really see it. I am matching the colors of my floss to the main color in each strip of pattern paper. So for the pink, I'm doing a very light pink. And for the blue animal print, I'm trying to find a color that matches it. Same with the red and the yellow. And again, I did not stitch on the floral piece. Once I got all of the stitching done off camera, I cut my photo into a circle and I matted it with a piece of pink cardstock as well. And newsflash, I end up not using that hip kit set that I pulled out because the colors were wrong for this layout, and so I went ahead and grabbed the matching foam phrase set from Simple Stories to this collection. Now you're going to note that I've also already stacked up all of those florals from that set of florals from Color Vibe that I purchased. I have hand stitched and added some Nuvo drops to the center of all of my flowers. And so I'm just trying to get them laid out in a manner that I like here and still have room for both title and journaling, and I will end up with that. And I'm going to probably tuck a few of the leafy bits in here. I'm actually going to use less than I thought. And the boho sunshine pieces, I think only a butterfly makes it onto the actual layout, because with all of the florals that I put on here, there really wasn't room for more. And part of that is because I chose such a large title, but I absolutely adore that title. That title could go for either Scarlet or Meme, either one. They are both wild at heart. All right, I have completed my very first layout for the Mad About Mini Paper Pads hop. Again, all of the information that you need to know about that hop will be below. So what you saw me do on screen, I had to change things up a little bit. I originally was going to use Happy Life and So Blessed from this on here, but I decided that the colors weren't going to work. And so I dug through my thickers and found the matching Simple Stories foam phrase set for this collection. Now, I didn't use as much of the boho sunshine as I thought I would. I ended up only putting a butterfly on, and I had to switch out the color of these flowers. I think I mentioned that I bought these flowers from Scrapbook Generation in every color that they had available. And when I pulled out the pack that I said I was going to use, it just didn't mix well with my papers like I thought it would. So I just pulled a different pack. I think this is the Brights, and I had bold before. So anyway, I added my journaling on 2 of the Illustrated Faith labels that I have, and I also added some enamel dots. I keep 2 or 3 little packages next to my desk here, and I just added some pink and yellow in various places on the layout. And you can also see, since I did the stitching of the flowers and the layering of the flowers off camera, that I added some Nuvo drops to the tops of my flowers. And that's one way to use Nuvo drops, and you know, that way you can feel good about collecting all of the colors of Nuvo drops. Raising my hand here because I have tons of colors, so I really need to use them up, and I'm kind of happy that I got them on this layout. I want to thank you so much for coming to my channel today. I really appreciate those of you who take the time to like, comment, and or subscribe. If you are not a subscriber, I hope that you will. Just click that button below. There is also a bell, and you can click that and YouTube will notify you when I put out new content. I try to get 2 to 3 or more new videos up on my channel each week. I'm spending a lot of time the month of January filling up the weekend days rather than the weekdays, and so you're going to see that a lot, that I'm going to have several videos coming up during like Friday through Sunday, and then I might be quiet during the week. That probably will change for next month. I may flop that around and do little on the weekend. Right now my husband is currently away courtesy of the U.S. Army for a few weeks. He will be home soon, but we're gonna have a lot of time to record, so I'm recording my little heart out. You guys have a great rest of your day. Bye.